Welcome guys, thanks for checking back in. I heard a ton of feedback from you guys after the last video that you wanted to know where the best croissants in Paris are. And so here I am, I'm gonna show you guys around. We are in the northeastern part of Paris right now, which is a very hip, stylish neighborhood. And so we're gonna go check out two of the most notable croissants in the city. So let's go. I just walked out of Les Sucrés, which is an adorable little bakery tucked away in the 11th arrondissement here. And before I jump into how amazing their croissant was, I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of a background on what croissants are made of and what laminated dough is, because you might not have any idea. Basically, croissants are made out of flour, salt, sugar, water, butter, and yeast. And so all of those ingredients get incorporated, with the exception of the butter, at the onset of the recipe. And afterwards, butter is folded into this dough, and then multiple folds are taken from there, where you're just folding the dough over and over again, turning it to try and get this butter, this dense butter, to soak into the pastry dough. And so what really ends up happening is that the butter kind of dissolves into this dough and makes for a super duper flaky texture. So I have here with me a croissant from Les Sucrés. There's your little visual. And so I have to say, well, obviously I've already eaten some of it because I was really hungry this morning, but it is a delicious, delicious croissant. The flavor is incredible. The flavor is totally on point for what a croissant should be. The butter, you can tell, has really enriched this dough, and you can see the top of it is super flaky, and upon taking a bite, the whole thing, all the flakes just crumble apart, and that's exactly what you want. You want to see all these crumbles going everywhere upon eating it. I will say the interior, you can see it's a little bit dense. Some other croissants, you'll see a much more webby texture on the inside, and that is maybe a little bit more preferable versus this dense one, but it's really delicious. And so let's just take a bite together here. You can see all those flakes I had to catch with my mouth. Up here at Dupin and Deside's, which is known as probably one of the most famous bakeries here in Paris. It's seated just in between the 10th arrondissement and the 3rd arrondissement, at the tip top of Les Marais neighborhood, which you may have heard of. Very trendy, very chic, fashion forward neighborhood. And so I had to give it a try, and I have to say their croissant was incredible. Here, I'll give you guys a little visual. You can see the inside has a super webby texture to it, and it goes from small webs to big webs going out on the outside. It's textbook perfect for what a croissant should be like. It's definitely a little bit smaller than the last one. I've already eaten half of it, but it has the same type of texture on the outside, with a flaky crunch, with all your crumbs going everywhere upon eating it. And I definitely would say that it's not as dense, and you can't taste the butter content as much as in the last croissant at Les Sucrés, but it is truly fabulous, and I think it's really what croissant should be. So let's take a bite. It's just delicious. wins out in this croissant face-off, I have to say Dupin and Desidee's wins the whole thing. I mean, their croissant was really, really incredible. Like I said, it was textbook for what a croissant should be. So make sure that you make it up to the Le Marais neighborhood during your visit, and then walk on up to Dupin and Desidee, because it really, really is a fabulous bakery to go get your best croissant. Have fun, guys.